Hello kids, how are you? I'm Santosh Vakaya, and some of you must be knowing that I am a writer of sorts. I'm very passionate about writing. I write poetry, I write prose, I write essays, I write short stories, and this is my passion. I like to read a lot too because you cannot write if you do not read. So, if you want to become a good writer, if you want to become a good poet, you have to read a lot. You have to read a lot. Let me tell you an instance. I was in school and I was very keen on writing. I was very keen on becoming a writer. And the sisters in my school, they would appreciate my writings and they would say that one day Santosh is going to write a novel. So I was very confident, not overconfident though. And one day I had written an essay on Charles Dickens, and it was appreciated a lot by the teachers, by the nuns in the school. But when I showed it to my dad, he was a professor in the English department. When I showed it to my dad, he had one look at it and then he flung it away, saying, "This essay is not good enough. It has no style. The vocabulary is very poor. So you need to hone your style. You need to improve your vocabulary." So I was naturally very crestfallen, and I went into my room and I cried and cried and cried. But that was the day I started reading. In fact, I read every book in the house, and I enriched my vocabulary and I improved. I improved quite a lot. And the essays that I wrote later, they were appreciated by my dad too. So this is very important. Reading is very important. You should read anything that you can lay your hands on, the good and also the bad. So there are so many books, and in Hindi, English, or Urdu, whatever language you feel comfortable in, you should read all sorts of books. And then when you read all these books, when you read all these writers, you will finally find your own unique voice. It will be unique. It will be different because you have read such a lot. Your vocabulary has improved. Your style has improved. You have honed your writing skill. So the first and foremost step in order to be a good writer, you need to read a lot. And then you have to observe. You have to keep your eyes open. You have to keep the windows of your mind open. You have to keep your heart open. You have to keep your senses alert. So I write a column, Morning Meanderings, in a website, Learning and Creativity, and I go for a walk early in the morning, and then I observe things around me, and all that I observe become a part of my essay. And this is appreciated a lot by the people because of the fact that they are so true to life. Everything is very true. And in fact, I pick up certain dialogues from the people I come across on the roadside and in outside the tea shops and all. So these dialogues are also very real. So in order to be a good writer, you have to observe a lot. You have to keep your senses alert. You have to even look at the t-shirts that the people are wearing. I even look at the t-shirts, the clothes that the people are wearing, and I observe what is written, what is emblazoned on the t-shirts, and whatever is written on the t-shirts becomes a part of my descriptive essay, or becomes a part of the description of a particular person, the clothes that a person is wearing. So you have to be observant too, keep your eyes open, and keep your heart also open. In fact, what my daughter tells me? She tells me, "Mama, you have straight away lifted my dialogues. Whatever I say at home, you just lift those dialogues and you make it a part of your essay or short story." Well, let me say that I plead guilty to that charge because I have sometimes lifted dialogue straight from the conversation at home. So there's nothing wrong in that, because in order to give that authentic touch to your writings, it is very important to observe things around you, and whatever you observe, you make it a part of your writings. Okay, so this is very important. And third thing which I would like to tell all of you, because all of you are budding writers, so something which is very important is that whatever you write should come straight from your heart. It should come straight from the heart. And in order to impress people, you should not resort to verbosity. You should not resort to big words, because certain people, I have noticed, they have this passion of using big words. It's no use using big words. You should write simple. You should write very simple words which appeal to the people, and whatever you write should come straight from the heart. Okay, and once you observe, once you read, and once you start writing from the heart, straight from the heart, whatever you write should come straight from the heart, people will start reading you, because whatever comes from the heart touches hearts also. I'm reminded of a quotation of Jose Saramago, a Portuguese Nobel laureate, about reading, about writing. He had said that I write a couple of pages and then I read. I write a couple of pages more and then I read. So this should be a habit with you. You should read a lot. When you write, you should make it a point. You should have a timetable of sorts, because as it is, you have ample time at your disposal these days. So you should read a lot. You should make a list of books that you want to read and start reading. And then you can form a group with your friends, and then you can discuss the books, the vocabulary words that you picked up, and you can also converse with your teacher. You can have dialogues with your teacher. You can address the questions that come into your heart and mind, and you can ask your teacher how you should proceed. So this is very important. I told you 3 things: read a lot, observe a lot, and whatever you write should come from the heart, because whatever comes from the heart appeals to everyone. And this I have noticed. And moreover, I have also come across certain people, certain students, who tell me that, ma'am, we don't read, but we write. But this is not done. This is not done. In fact, I had a student in my creative writing class who had the audacity to tell me, ma'am, I have never read the classic writers, but I have written a novel and I think this is going to be a bestseller. So I told him, let me have a look at your so-called bestseller. So he showed me the book, and I was shocked to see the book. What he said, it was a book. It was just a manuscript. And I was shocked because it was full of mistakes. I said, first edit it, then give it to me, then I'll have a look at it. He said, ma'am, it has already been edited. So that that boy of 22 did not know what editing was. So you should not be in a haste to get your books, get your writings published. You should go over it 1,000 times before you send it to the publisher. This is for those senior students who are in my creative writing classes. You are just kids. So for the beginners, it's very important to observe a lot, to read a lot, and to write from the heart. So all the best, kids. And this is all for the present, and we'll meet again. And in my next lecture, I'll tell you, I'll just recite a couple of poems for you, and let me see how you react to them. Thank you and all the best. We'll meet again.